Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. Someone, is asking, some questions, and of course I'm answering them to the best of my ability. But what I'm trying to get across is basically, I've been trying to get across, is that E.Coli and also what Rene had in the past, Giardia, is not an environmental condition or condition that you get through your living conditions. It is a condition or like for instance, Giardia is a parasite and E. coli is a bacteria. And they both, if you check up on them, they both are, the only way you can get them is through either food or water contamination. And as I stated before with the Giardia, we were getting spring water in the past when we lived in Scio, because you did not want to drink Scio water. Scio, Ohio, that's S-C-I-O, Ohio. You did not want to drink that water because it came out black and rusty. So besides buying bottled water, we were also going to springs and getting water as well. Now a lot of other people got water from. And they said was safe, but then again, who knows anymore what's safe anymore? Tap water. Well, they're saying the reason why a lot of towns, cities have lead in the tap water is because of old houses that have copper pipes that have the lead. When they solder the copper together, the joints together, they use lead to solder the joints together. And what happens is that lead then leaches back into the pipes and goes back into the water source, out to the water sources. And the thing is, not only do they put chlorine and bleach in the water, they also put an anti-corrosive in the water as well that's supposed to prevent that leaching of rust. And a lot of cities basically, and of course lead, a lot of cities that has money and the means to do that does that. Then there's cities that does, or in villages that don't have the money, and all they, like Scio, Ohio, all they did was filter. They just ran the water through a filtering system, and well, when it came to putting anything else in the water, I don't think they had the money to do that or the means to do that. I mean, Scio has been in the news many times because of water main breaks and the black and the rust coming out of the water pipes. Channel 9 News out of Steubenville would basically do a lot of that reporting down there. Of course, it doesn't hardly ever make national news because it's a little hole-in-the-wall community that really a lot of people are not concerned about. But what I'm trying to get across is that especially with the E. coli, and I had the health department here send a letter for Rene so I can show you people that right here is the health department's letter, and it's signed by the nurse, or environmentalist, and also the health commissioner, approved by the health commissioner, right here if you see. And it states, recently you were diagnosed with Shingida toxin producing E.Coli, or STEC. This letter is to document how STEC is spread and how to prevent STEC infection. Also included is a disease fact sheet on STEC from the High Department of Health. STEC can be spread through ingestion or of contaminated food, uncooked beef, unpasteurized raw, those that went from animal to table without being heated to destroy bacteria, parasites, or viruses. Milk and juice. It can also be spread from person to person through the face oral route. You can prevent the further spread of STEC infection by a number of ways. Ground beef and hamburger should be cooked well. Using a food thermometer is the only sure way of knowing if your food has reached a high enough temperature to destroy bacteria. Ground beef products should be cooked to an internal temperature of 160, or basically well done. Because I have a picture here that says right here, blue rare is 115, rare is 120, medium rare is 126, medium is 134, medium well is 150, so that's about, what we usually get it at when we go out to eat. Or well done is 160. Well, a lot of places don't want to prepare meat at 160. They don't want to do well done because they think, well, that's burnt. They want you to basically have rare to medium rare, where it's still pink on the inside. And of course, we watch a lot of the Food Network, and we're like, what? No, we're not eating anything like that. And I cook all of my food where there's no pink inside, no blood coming out of it. Well, this letter goes on, says, avoid cross-contamination, which I do, of other foods, especially raw produce, with raw meat juices. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly. Drink only pasteurized milk, juice, or cider. Drink only water that it has been treated. Like I said, treated water sometimes isn't always, good either, with all the chemicals that they have in it. That's why we have the Seychelles pitchers and water bottles, so we can actually treat the city water again ourselves. They're better even than the store bottles and pitchers. I mean, if the military uses these pictures and people that go to other countries uses these pictures, then, excuse me, they're the best. If they're not the best, then contact Carl Palmer, the inventor of Seychelles. And tell them you don't think that they're the best. Tell them that you think 99.9999% of clearing out all solids and chemicals and bacteria and from the water is not really the right thing to do. There should still be some chemicals in the water well, if you want to eat chemicals and drink chemicals, that's you. As far as me and Rene, we don't want to drink chemicals. We don't want to drink all that stuff all the time. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. That's why I can't find it. So here's this Shay, S-E-Y, shell, not Shay, like S-H, but it's Seychelles. And where is it? This is basically all the food that we buy. Here it is. The filter acidics, microbiological, chemical, and dissolved solids. They also have a filter that filters radiation as well. So, you can say whatever you want to say. The truth is still the truth. And your truth is different from the truth. And as I was going on here, avoid swallowing, swallowing lake or pool water, while swimming, which Rene doesn't swim. Wash hands thoroughly after bowel movements. This is especially important for persons with diarrhea. Everyone with diarrhea should avoid swimming in public pools or lakes, and preparing food for others. Which Rene basically, she can't do a lot of things like she used to when she was younger and a little bit more able to get around. She can't get around like she used to because of her leg and her foot and her knee. So what I'm trying to get across is, people, before you say anything, research things first. Because it just basically sounds like you just want to condemn me even for doing the right thing. I worked as a home health aide for 5 years. 5 years. And I worked in a group home as well for the developmental disability an agency that owned the group homes. And I know about washing hands. I know about cross-contamination, all that stuff. I know, chicken. You always gotta wash your hands after you're, handling chicken. And of course, other meats as well. You should wash your hands after handling any kind of meat, really. And you shouldn't have them together or using the same cutting board or anything, or wash the cutting board off before you use it again. So, and I wash the fruits and vegetables when I get them home from either when we go shopping. Sometimes we would get fresh fruits and vegetables from fruit stands, or, we would get something from one of the food pantries. And I would wash them off before I'd come up. Also, if they're rotting or have any rotting to them, I throw them away. The hamburger that we've been buying is from a reputable farm. And they also have their hamburger processed at a reputable processing facility as well. This is where we get our hamburger from, Butternut Farms in Bolivar, Ohio. And they take their hamburger and they have it processed at Sugar Valley Meats, which is in Sugar Creek, Ohio. This is 1 pound 90% lean hamburger that they sell for $3.50 a pound, which is cheaper than buying it at the grocery store or even other butcher shops. I mean, for $4 to $5 a pound. Actually, a lot of places $5 to $6 a pound for 90% lean hamburger. So, if you want to be my judge, jury, and executioner on doing everything right to begin with, more power to you. Goes to show really where your priorities are, and it's not in really wanting to help somebody, it's wanting to condemn them and hinder them from doing what they know they're doing is right. And is that what Satan the devil wants to do? Hinder, especially the saints of God, the children of God. Isn't that what Satan the devil wants to do? Hinder them? Constantly, throw arrows or knives or whatever, you want to call it. He's constantly throwing something at the children of God. The Bible says we're not supposed to have it easy. And it's not getting any easier. Well, it's enough for now. I gotta get off here because nice day today. It's in the 50s. Sunny. Supposed to get some rain coming tomorrow and Monday. We want to get out and do something today before the weather starts changing. Even though it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow and 50s Monday. After that, it's supposed to turn getting colder. Keep us in your prayers, and remember, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father but and by only through Him. God bless you. Have a blessed day.